guys. Back out on Guntersville, and today the objective is just to catch a pile of fish. I just want to catch a bunch of fish. If a big one shows up, great, but I just want to kind of show you guys what I've been doing and what you can do, especially if you're new to the lake, or you're just not really sure where to go or how to approach it. How I do that, and what I do to try to find these fish. I'm on the upper end, launched at Goose Pond, and there's a lot of bars, places where you got high spots off the main river, and there's grass on top of those bars. And I'm simply just pulling up to one of those bars, and I'll show you when it gets a little lighter what what it looks like from the bank, or for what you should be looking from in terms of sitting in your boat, what you're looking at. Just finding one of those areas, and I'm gonna start off with a boss pop and see if I can catch some on top. So we're gonna get after it, and hopefully we'll catch a bunch of fish this morning. All right. All right, here we go. Looks awesome. I think we'll catch some fish this morning. Really do. First cast. I figured we'd catch some fish this morning. It didn't take long, did it? Now some people think that's a curse. Catch a fish on the first cast. I think it's bad luck to be superstitious. That's what I think. So I'm totally fine with catching one on the first cast. Oh. Boy, they like this old boss pop, I tell you. I don't know how many fish I've caught on this thing. It's a bunch. Just a little fella. Just a little guy. Alright. So I don't know if you can see this or not. This is where this little bar, the point of the grass, comes to a little end. Like you got it basically like a point, and this is the grass goes all the way to the bank, but there's a bar here, and then the water kind of goes down, the bottom kind of goes down, and then I'm not fishing the shallow stuff. I'm fishing out here on this bar, but I'm gonna try this little tip down here. And see, anytime you see a little irregular feature in the grass, boy, they're chasing shad everywhere. You definitely want to fish that. You want to give that a try. A lot of times that's exactly where they'll be sitting. I think I got a little grass on my dude. There's another one. That's a little bit better one. Not really. I'm always optimistic about the size. He is a little bit better than the one I just caught, but he's still kind of a little guy. But he's quality fish, though. Look how dark he is. It's actually a pretty good fish. 2.5 pounder. We'll weigh him and see. Ah. So there's 2 to start the morning. That's pretty quick, actually. Well, he wasn't coming off. I had him hooked good. Gracious. There we go. I think I'm making some progress. Yep. All right, let's just, I'm gonna weigh him, just see what he weighs. Let's just see. I'm gonna say 2.9. That's my guess. I like to guess. Oh, 214. 3-pounder. We'll take that. All right. Nothing wrong with that. All right. There's 2 to start the morning. Let's leave that scale out. That could just be like a hard spot on the bottom. You know, something just keeping that grass from going that little area, but something that the brim relate to, and of course something the bass relate to. One more. Yes, so when you're going down a place, I know it all looks the same, but try to look for things that look a little bit different, and that's where the fish will be. I see a little hole in the grass up there, right there. High time, that's exactly where they'll be laying. Throw it in there. There we go. Just like that. You see that hole in the grass, you throw up in there and they're laying in there and they come up. Look at him, he ate it too, boy. Yep, that's what you're looking for right there. Cruising down one of these bars and just look over there and just look for regular features, just like you would, you know, any other kind of cover you're fishing. And realize that that's gonna attract fish. They're gonna sit in there, and there we go. This little guy, we're starting to bleed. Let him go. There we go. Yep. So what I did, I looked over, I saw that hole in the grass right there, and cast it right to it. So there's another one right there. See if there's a fish in that one. Got one more right here. Right there. That could just be like a hard spot on the bottom. You know, something just keeping that grass from going that little area, but something that the brim relate to, and of course something the bass relate to. One more. Yeah, so when you're going down a place, I know it all looks the same, but try to look for things that look a little bit different. And that's where the fish will be. All right, let's keep moving. Fuck all these people. That's what I say. Fuck them. You know what, let's just go up in there. And try it. Alright, so I hadn't caught as many as I thought I was going to catch right here on the edge. So I'm going to take my little secret weapon here, this little hollow body popper. And you can see where these this mite's kind of just scattered grass. You know, it hasn't really like gotten thick on top yet. And I'm just going to find some holes in this stuff. And he got it. Come on, dang it. Well, that's a good sign. On the right track anyway. There we go. Gotta get him out of that grass. It was a pretty good bite, but I can't really tell how big he is. He could come in here and be a 2-pounder with 6 pounds of grass on him. Or he might even be gone. No, I see a fish down there. He just ain't real big. Oh, he's not bad though. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. That was awesome. I tell you, the old snagless pawpaw right there. It's just like a frog, but the action. Did you see that? That was pretty athletic. You gotta admit. You gotta admit. He didn't even hit the carpet. Major League Fishing, they'd be so upset. I should have got a penalty, and I didn't get a penalty. Let's see what this bad boy weighs. Oh, that was awesome. All right. He is 3-4. Another 3-pounder. Heck yeah. That was an awesome bite too. Hopefully you guys saw that. You know, and if you notice, you gotta give them a second before you set the hook, just like fishing a frog. Nothing wrong with that at all. Love it. All right, let's catch another one of them. Heck yeah. Fix my little bait here. Get the hooks on it right. All right, let's catch another. I'm gonna alternate and I'm gonna throw out here in this open water. Gotta catch one of these fish that's just cruising around like that. Right on cue. Wasn't that cool? Awesome strike too. He got it. There we go. Yeah. Just go back and forth, hit the thick of the mat, and then come back out here. And, it's probably another 3-pounder. I'll weigh him in a second and we'll see. He was following the script, wasn't he? He may not quite be 3 pounds. He's pretty thick though. Oh, let's see what this one is. $2.9. Thank you, buddy. We having fun. We having fun. You're catching another one. Out here just cruising around. Just kind of go back and forth. Honestly, on a day like today where it's cloudy, they could be anywhere. They could be better cruising in this open water or up in the mat. And that's what we've caught them in both places today. That one. Hopefully it'll stay on because that's a pretty nice fish. Got me in the grass. I can still feel him shaking his head. He's got enough grass on him, he might kind of just stop now. Oh, there we go. Come on up in here, big boy. Oh yeah. Get enough grass on him, they kind of quit fighting. There we go. Oh. Freaking love it, man. Love it. He's probably a little over 3. Isn't that awesome? Look how green he is. He's living that grass. Let's see what he weighs. All right. You ain't gonna like this. There we go. All right, stop. All I want to do is weigh you now, let you go. All right. Let's see. 3.5 pounds. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Awesome fish. Dropped on the edge of that mat. Gotta love it. All right. Let's catch another one. I don't know how many fish we caught this morning. There's been a bunch of fish. No giants. You know, but a bunch of 3-pounders. I've checked the scale, probably about maybe 16 pounds, something like that. That's a fun morning, you know, just messing around. Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, we've had a great morning. It's been a lot of fun. Caught a ton of fish, and no giants. Sitting probably around maybe a little over 16 pounds from a best 5. I have to look at the Bubba scale and see what I got, but awesome morning. You know, I've been fishing a what I like to call a secondary bar, because it's not on the main channel. It's off the channel, you know, back in a little pocket, and really like a big giant long hump, I guess. But now we're gonna go out and fish one of these main bars that's on the main channel itself, primary bars, what I like to call them, and we'll see what happens out there. So, been a great morning, been a lot of fun. I'll check in with you when we get to the next spot. I'll retie this real quick. You know, you gotta watch your line when those fish, especially when they eat it really good, and you know, it's got down in their mouth, and the end of that line easily gets frayed up on their teeth. So I use 20-pound mono, but all it takes is one little bad spot, and all of a sudden you lose a big old fish because of it. So I tie a Palomar knot, so I just go in one side, come right back in the side I just came out. So now my line is doubled, and then I just take that line that's doubled and make one very simple overhand knot like that, and then the loop that I just made, I run my bait back through that. And then this is really important, you need to wet it. So you wet it, you hold the tag in, you pull it all down good and tight. If you don't wet it, you'll burn that line, and you can reduce the knot strength by about 50%. So you want to make sure that you lubricate it to maintain the strength of your line. A knot is always the weakest link, so I don't want to lose a fish because of that. All right. There's a fish right there. Good one too. You see that? Right after I retied. Hopefully it'll help me out. He's coming right at me. Can't really tell how, but he's not that big, but he's a jumper. He's a jumper. Oh, he come off. Doggone it. Right there at the boat. Maybe you got to see him anyways. But that's why you retie. He didn't break my line. he just got off there at the end. See if there's another one out there. That was a little bit bigger one right there. Hope it'll stay on. That's a pretty nice fish. Oh yeah. Hopefully he's hooked in. Glad I retied. Come on, get out of there. Come on up there. There we go. I think he's hooked pretty good. He's not a giant, but like a, you want to jump? No? He says, I'll think, oh, there we go. I thought he was done. Oh. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Gosh, I love catching these fish, man. Let's see what he weighs. I'm gonna say he's about 4.5, something like that. Let's see. Pretty fish. .38, just another 3/8. Boy, I thought he was bigger than that. Nothing wrong with that though. That puts us at let's see what we got now. Calls out a 212. Almost 17 pounds. Nothing wrong with that. Awesome fish, man. Beautiful. So much fun catching on top. Alright. Gosh, I thought he was bigger than that. Alright. Oh, let's catch another one. Well, it's been an awesome morning. Got one more spot I want to hit before I get out of here. Caught a pile of fish today. You know, it's just fun to get out here and catch them on top. It really is. And you know, you can catch some koi fish like this too. We hadn't run it into a big one today, but we've caught a lot of 3, 3.5. Got one that's almost 4. Have to look at the scale and see where we are. I bet you we're pretty close to 17 pounds though. So, fun morning, good time. I'm gonna hit this one more spot and then we'll see what happens there. Get out of that grass, big boy. There we go. And put right in the corner of his mouth. I got him in the gill too. There we go. It just never gets old. You know what I mean? Like, it just never gets, I never get tired of it. Oh, I just never get tired of it. Oh, so much fun watching them come up and eat that. Caught a bunch of fish today, man. It's been really fun. Just another 2-pounder. Let's just see what he weighs. I'm gonna say he's just a little over 2 pounds would be my guess. Oh. Man, look at her. 3.5. He's actually gonna cull. So that culls out. So now we're sitting at 17.2. Not bad for a few hours of fishing. Oh man, I love this freaking lake. Love it. Love this place. Dang it, that was a good one right there. Spook over there and see if I can catch him. There we go. You see that? I picked that spook up. He's in the grass. I don't know if I still got him or not. He got down in there fast, man. No, I still got him. I love it when a plan comes together. Pretty good fish too. Look at his big old mouth coming in here. It's like a catfish almost. There we go. Oh, that couldn't have worked out no better. don't know if y'all saw what I did or not, if I actually said what I was doing while I was doing it. But he came up and he swirled in that pawpaw. And he missed it. And I threw the pawpaw over there a couple more times and he didn't want nothing to do with it. So, reached in the rod box and grabbed that spook. And now he's in my hand. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, it was so much fun. That's sort of cool. Might get us up to about 18 pounds with this one. Now, he wasn't coming off. He swiped at that thing, man. I don't know, I heard him. He got all 3 of these hooks in him. There we go. Now I'm making some progress. Heck yeah. Let's see what that one weighs. Oh. This stuff is so much fun, I swear. Let's see what he weighs. Oh yeah. 4.5. 4.5. Yep, puts us to 18.3. Heck yeah, man. Gotta love it, man. I tell you, this lake is so much fun. So much fun. But yeah, that's a good little tip for you right there. You know, if you miss them on, you know, a lot of people throw like a worm or a Senko or something over there. I've done that before too, and you know, you'll catch some. I just think mixing that, and they're ready to hit top, and they miss it, and they don't want to come back. Just throw them something a little different. Go from the pawpaw to the walking bait to pawpaw. You got devil's horse or you know, something like that. Mix that up a little bit. See if you can catch them. That was awesome. Oh. The goal this morning was just to come out and catch a bunch of fish, and just kind of show you a little bit about, you know, how you can go about doing that if you're not real familiar with the lake. Started upriver, just north of Goose Pond, hit a bunch of bars, and some people maybe they call them humps. I just call them like real long bars off the main river. One of them that I fished was right on the main river, but most of them were off the main river. And you know, it might be 3-4 feet up there in the shallowest with, you know, just grass everywhere. And I caught them on 3 main baits. Boss Pop, little standby. I love that thing. Fish on 7-to-1 rod, 8-3-to-1 reel, 20-pound mono. Caught them on the snagless pawpaw. That thing is awesome when you got a lot of weeds, floating eelgrass, trying to throw it around mats when they're hitting the pawpaw, but you just can't fish the pawpaw. That's a great bait. Throw it on a 7.5 rod with a 50-pound braid, 8-3-to-1 reel. And then I caught a really good, I guess my biggest fish of the day. I don't know if you guys saw that in the video where I missed a fish on a pawpaw, threw it back in there. He didn't hit it, he didn't feel it. And threw it back in there and he wouldn't eat it. Well, I picked the spook up, you know, and a lot of times you can throw like a worm, a wacky rig or something like that in there and catch them. I like to go back in there with the spook, and first cast, man, as soon as I got to that area, he blew up on it. So, awesome day. Just a lot of fun out here. I think, let's see what I end up with, if you guys can see this or not. It's it's almost 9 o'clock, and I had, my best 5 were 18 pounds, 8 ounces. No big ones. The biggest one was 4.5, and the rest of them were, you know, 3.8, 3.9, 3.8, 3.10, something like that. I think that's, I ain't got my readers on, so I can't tell you for sure, but awesome morning, a lot of fun. You know, if you've never been here before, you know, I stuck with these topwater baits all morning, never picked up anything else, no chatterbaits, no plastics, nothing, and just fish shallow. Luckily, had a lot of cloud cover this morning, a little drizzle early on, great morning to throw topwaters. But you know, this bait right here, this spook especially, you can throw that thing all day long. I remember a good buddy of mine, Troy Jens, used to be a guide on this lake, and we'd come out here and fish that spook and never put it down, even when the sun was right overhead, you know, bright as can be, and catch them all day. So hopefully this will help you a little bit if you're getting out here and you're trying to figure out what to do. Just go shallow. Go shallow, hit one of these bars. There's tons of them all up and down the river. You know, look for some irregularities in those mats, and you'll catch some fish. There'll be plenty of action, plenty of top water. You can always go to soft plastics if you need to. So, hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like, please share, please subscribe, hit that notification bell on YouTube. You know, I appreciate you guys being a part of what we're doing here, and hope to share with you and help you get out there and catch more fish yourself. So, thanks so much, guys. See you on the water.